I am your host. I'm attorney Stephen Leahy, and this is the IRS Radio Hour on AM 560. The Answer.
Attorney Stephen Leahy, wouldn't you say we're having fun today?
We always have fun.
Why are we having so much fun?
But more today because we have Craig Manchik here, and he is very passionate about helping people, as we are.
That's right.
And passion means...
Well, who's we? What, you got a mouse in your pocket? I'm just here.
I do have a mouse in my pocket. Anyway, we are, and that's...
You're the mouse who ate the cookie.
That's what this is all about, right? We want to have fun, but we want to help people. And this is one of my favorite segments, as you all know. And so we're just going to proceed with the segment.
And now, here's that man with a head just crammed full of knowledge, Mr. Know-It-All.
We still having fun, way to introduce that.
Yeah, we just did it.
Hey, you did a good job. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's correct. It is Mr. Know-It-All, the segment where attorney Stephen Leahy and attorney Craig Manchik gives us their infinite knowledge on all things law.
So I am still Mr. Know-It-All, and I know all things.
Yeah.
And what I know most is when to get an expert to help
when
me
can
with
you
something
help?
I don't know about.
Attorney Stephen
That's
Leahy.
what experts know best.
Attorney Leahy. Oh, Attorney Leahy, what can you help me?
I don't know. Let me
check my... Yeah, you know it all.
I get it. That's a good joke, Jim. Good joke. Anyway, let's ask Craig.
I've been quiet the whole time, right? I'm just sitting over in the corner here.
I'm concerned about you.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're so docile. I don't know what
It's
happened.
unbelievable.
What I want to do, though, is I want to ask Craig a question because I don't know the answer. And as Mr. Know-It-All, I need the answer.
Well, go ahead and ask it.
I'll ask the question. Craig, what is exactly nursing home negligence and medical malpractice?
Okay, you mentioned passion before, and I think passion equals performance.
I agree.
And the harder you work, the better results you get. And we work so hard at our office. For example, we put all-nighters in when necessary. But I'll tell you, nursing home negligence is a very important thing in today's world with all the baby boomers aging and so on and so forth. It is so important to know when you have nursing home negligence, which is anything where you have an injury when you're in a nursing home. It could be bed sores, pressure ulcers, it could be fractures, it could be malnutrition, dehydration. And medical malpractice, you have to prove, it's very difficult, but you have to prove that the doctor deviated from the standard of care. And the standard of care, ladies and gentlemen, is what a reasonably well-qualified physician would do under the same or similar circumstances. And you have to have experts in medical malpractice cases, and we always hire the best experts we can get. We spend the most money to get the best experts. Some of these experts charge us $1,500 an hour. It's amazing. A neurosurgeon expert we had in a case charged $1,500 an hour. Unbelievable. But we paid him.
Because he helps your case.
Yeah, well, he was the best. He was the best. And he wanted $10,000 to reserve the day 3 months for trial in advance. So I had to send him a check for $10,000 on top of the $40,000 I had previously sent them. And when they paid $3,750,000 after a week on trial, he didn't give me the $10,000 back. Okay? He didn't have to come testify, but he didn't give me the $10,000 back. So he played golf and he got $10,000 for playing golf.
God bless. But that's right. They got to have him on. Got to have him. And I think what I really want to know also, now, give us an example of a recent case that you had where you help. Because is it when someone goes in and they visit their loved ones,
sure,
right? And they have to make sure that everything's okay. I think, is that right?
I'm going to tell you a case I settled yesterday. Okay. Oh wait. This is going to be in 2 weeks. So
close enough.
From yesterday from today, we settled a case yesterday for $900,000 where a 50-year-old man was caused to fall out of bed at the hospital. The hospital was negligent. He suffered a brain injury. You could see it on an MRI scan. His brain was bleeding. They then took him to a nursing home where they proceeded to fail to turn him and reposition him every 2 hours. So he developed terrible bed sores, and he developed something called C. diff, which is like a facility-borne infection, and he actually died. It's just a sad
story.
But we settled that case and for $900,000, and we were very happy.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's a tough one, is because you do have some very sad stories. Like myself, when I meet my clients, they're in a tough spot.
It's very hard to win against the hospital because the hospital and the doctor, you have very tough jury instructions. In nursing home negligence, you have to prove abuse and neglect. In medical malpractice, you have to prove a deviation from the standard of care.
Okay, so but again, it's very difficult to get involved with these. As you said, you're there with these families for 5 years. They've gone through a very traumatic event. They lost a loved one in this case.
And those of you out there who need a personal injury attorney, let me tell you something. There's no status in not seeking out an attorney. When you need an attorney to consult with, you can give us a call at 312-460-8888 if you need any advice or counsel on an injury.
Can you give us that number? Yeah, that number one more time.
Yeah, it's law offices of Craig L. Manchik and Associates, PC, 312-460-8888.
Well, remember, ladies and gentlemen, too, we're also going to have the number up on Facebook, and that's going to be through OPM Tax Resolution. Also, you'll be able to get the number up on
anyway, I hope that answers your question.
On Chicago Tax Team.
Mr. Know-It-All?
That's what I want to say. No, I'm going to go over, Rocky.
Mr. Know-It-All?
Do it one more time, Debbie, will you?
No,
nah, fine anyway. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, remember, Open Tax Resolution is there for you. 312-664-6649 and visit ChicagoTaxTeam.com. That's going to be your hub to help fight the IRS. What is it going to be? You're not going to say it. Come on. Anyway, Craig, Attorney Manchik, can you give us your number one more time?
Yeah, it's for your catastrophic personal injury, wrongful death, nursing home negligence, medical malpractice, 312-460-8888.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because after the commercial break, more IRS Radio Hour and AM 560, The Answer.